Let me explain you how ionic bond is formed. Ionic bond is an electrovalent bond in which ionic equations are involved. For example, in the formation of sodium chloride, sodium has electronic configuration 281 in its atomic state. It loses an electron and gets converted into Na plus ion such that its configuration becomes 2, 8. Similarly, chlorine atom tends to accept the same electron which sodium has lost, and gets converted into Cl minus. So initially chlorine atom was 287. With the addition of electron, it becomes 288. Hence, we notice that the octet of both sodium ion and chloride ion is complete. So ideally, sodium with configuration 281 loses one electron to chlorine such that sodium gets converted into Na plus 1 and chlorine gets converted into Cl minus. If we can see this through an orbital diagram, see this, sodium atom has this kind of configuration 2, 8 and 1. Chlorine atom has 2, 8 and 7. So this electron from the M shell of sodium enters the M shell of chlorine atom such that now this gets converted into sodium ion and chlorine atom gets converted into Cl minus ion. The next example we can take is of calcium oxide. So here let us have a look. Calcium atom has 2 electrons in its valence shell which it readily loses to oxygen atom such that calcium loses 2 electrons and gets converted into Ca2 plus ion. Oxygen atom gains 2 electrons and gets converted into oxide ion. So loss of 2 electrons from calcium is also known as oxidation, and gain of electrons by oxygen atom to form oxide ion is also known as reduction. So please understand, metals are undergoing oxidation, non-metals are undergoing reduction, and the two are joining to form a compound, and in this case the compound is calcium oxide, and in the process both of them have a complete octet. Next example we can have is of magnesium chloride. In magnesium chloride, please understand, the electronic configuration of magnesium atom is 282. By losing 2 electrons, it gets converted into Mg2+. Hence, from 282, it moves to 2, 8. On the other hand, one chlorine atom at a particular point of time needs only one electron to complete its octet. But magnesium tends to lose 2 electrons. So in order to protect itself, magnesium seeks 2 chloride ions, means it seeks 2 chlorine atoms to come to it. So 2 chlorine atoms accept 2 electrons from magnesium atom. Here you have to please clarify that one chlorine atom would accept one electron to get converted into one chloride ion, and two together would get converted into 2 chloride ions. Hence Mg2+ formed by loss of electrons, that is oxidation, and chloride ion formed by the gain of electrons, that is reduction, lead to the formation of magnesium chloride. And the orbit diagram, the atomic structure can be seen like this. Centrally placed is magnesium atom. It loses one electron from its valence shell to chlorine atom. It loses another electron from its valence shell to another chlorine atom, and in the process it loses both its 2 electrons and gets converted into Mg2+ ion, and chloride ions are formed on either side, leading to the formation of MgCl2. So again, the concept is clear here. It is a complete loss and a complete gain of electrons. So this type of bond is also known as ionic bond, electrovalent bond, and it has typical structures and definitely leads to the formation of strong crystalline solids having high melting and boiling points, and most of them are good conductors of heat and electricity in molten state or in aqueous solution state.